Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to episode 5 of the Power Up Data Project series, where we learn how to build a dashboard and the data projects from start to end with our lovely, fresher Gaurav. Gaurav, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you so much. And today, I just realized I did not set up my usual lighting anything, so it will look bad, but it's okay. It will
Yeah,
get better in a bit.
looks pretty good to me.
Thank you, Gaurav. Thank you. You're always so kind. And one more thing, guys. Sorry for missing you guys last week. I saw our subscriber count. Let's go up a little bit. That was a great thing. We got our first comments from Andreas. So thank you, Andreas. So channel will continue to grow, and thank you everyone for your support. And sorry we could not make it last week. I was feeling sick. And so that made us for sure we're gonna let's do it this week, even though it's super busy for both of us. So thank you again, Gora, for joining, and thank you everyone for joining us. Today we will continue episode 4, and we will continue to design a beautiful dashboard with charts that make sense and are insightful. And like usual, I cannot wait to see what Graph Gotta can show us this time, and we will build from there. And we go from there. You know how we roll. We
Yep.
improvise.
Yes, sir. All right, let me share my screen real quick.
And also, I forgot to mention how time flies. This is actually our last episode of this series.
Yeah, it has been. Yeah, that is pretty. It's pretty crazy. We started about 4 weeks ago, and today,
Yeah,
wow,
it's been a month.
yeah,
And today we will see what we got. All right, I'm gonna share a rough screen. So hang tight, guys. Oh my God, what are we looking at? This is gorgeous. Gaurav, tell us what you have here.
all right. We will start off from last week. We got our different metrics. We have our total revenue, total units sold, count of units sold, um, and several other metrics like that. Then we have several important metrics that would help the business understand where their business is and what their business is. So from for now, we can they can understand that we have our east stores in the east performing the best, and they can also see that most of their units sold is from um, bugs. We have different tax collected from different regions. We have different campaign costs, and our biggest campaign costs were the holiday specials. Um, this week, we are just going to work into making this a little bit more beautiful, making it a little bit more accessible and readable for our stakeholders.
Yes, it's definitely. I can definitely notice this increase in readability and just overall appeal of the
Yeah.
dashboard. I really like how you did the filters on the left hand side, and that we have now a detail table at the bottom.
Yeah.
That's really important. Okay, so let's see. We have a few things where we can tune up.
Mhm.
And that will really be the main goal of today's call, just to polish this and find a way to publish it.
Yep.
So you could showcase this to your to uh, everyone or a potential employer in the future.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so let's go top down. I would say I would add a few more information for the title. Sales dashboards, fine. But maybe just to serve our purpose of this as your portfolio project, uh,
Uh-huh.
we can have someone here telling people that you are the author of this. Maybe just very small text on the side, designed and maintained by Gaurav, for
Mhm.
example. And we can add this as a text box. Okay, so that's the first suggestion. Um,
Okay.
yeah, I would probably insert a new text, and then we can go from there.
All right. Let's see the text box. What is happening?
Yeah, looks like I can see a cursor. If you type on that, I think was able to see.
Yeah, I don't think I'm able to do anything. It just froze.
All good, all good.
Let's see. All right. Let's try it one more time. Yeah. All right. I do not know what is happening because I'm not able to move the text box.
Hmm. Very good.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm not able to move the text box.
Okay, interesting. But you do are able to maybe let's for now let's just keep it simple. We can type it into the same text that you have,
Yeah. Let's
sales
just.
dashboard, and then just maybe use a different font for now,
Yeah.
or a different size. Yeah. So that's
Okay. I think the whole of Power BI is crashing out.
oh no.
Let's see. Yeah, because I'm not even able to edit this.
Oh, no worries. Okay. Would you like to take some time to restart this?
Yeah, I'll just restart this real quick.
Yeah, no problem. All right. Technical difficulty. Hang tight, guys.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know why. It's still it crashed even while closing.
Well,
Yeah, I don't know if
we're giving our viewer the best of live entertainment.
the best of how Microsoft apps always crash out.
Our show is actually live. And it's actually very unplanned. And we actually do improvise everything. And I am sorry, I forgot to mention this at the beginning of our call.
Uh huh.
And to go off too. So today our episode will be two parts. So the first part will be short. We will see what Gaurav have done, and we will help Gaurav fine tune his product. And then if I have time. I will be able to upload a part two of this episode 5, where I can showcase my creation. So, but that is uh, that is to be seen. We will see.
Yeah. Yeah, I Hey, yeah, sorry about that. It was I had Docker running in the background, so that messed up the whole memory usage, and I had to restart it.
All good. Wow, we made it back. Thank you, Gaurav, for fixing that. And we shall resume. And it's all
Mm.
good. It's all good.
All right, it looks way better now. It's faster.
Nice. So, yeah. Oh, I see you added the name. That looks great.
Yeah, I just thought I would try just in case it's. Oh,
Okay, yeah, it looks great. Okay,
all
so,
right.
um, let me go over a few things. To just suggestion in general.
Uh-huh.
So for example, first we for the basic stuff, the number boxes, the indicator boxes there. I think we should adjust the scale.
Mhm.
So the fonts fit into user view, and we can adjust so that they are all uniform also.
Yep.
So mainly it's just the first one that is a little bit hard to read right now, right? And then also there the name of each of the cards is right now looks like a technical name. It is not like what a business user would expect. Like they don't want to know like AVG underscore units underscore
Yep.
per day. Yeah, they probably would not like that. Um,
Yeah, we can. Let me check out review. We can just do total revenue. Um, let's see. Let's.
okay, so we can go to the visualization pen. Yeah, you got it. And then we can find like data label. If you could find that.
Let's see. Mm, return.
Maybe under cards.
Yeah. Let's see. Not alignment. It shouldn't be under alignment. Background. Nope. Which forgot what the. Because I know I recently changed. It should be under general data
Okay.
format. Um, not data format. We need it in. Need to change
Property.
the. Oh yeah, proper. But
Mm-mm.
position.
Mm-mm.
I don't think. Yeah, that's the size. Um, not size. I know this was a total pain last time as well.
They have a lot of sub menus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Is there a box that say like values?
Mm, not in here. Let's see.
Or like call out? They might call it call out.
Call out values.
Yay! I think we found it.
Mm,
Okay. So
nope, that's not the right one.
okay. So under call out, we see fonts. Yeah, that's very good. So right now it says oh series
Uh,
all, right?
okay.
So right now is selecting series all. So
Uh,
that the whole text will go down. Yeah. Uh,
I think.
Yeah, I think that's pretty decent. Yeah, well, I think we can try to apply the same standard to the rest of the cards. I think that'll be great.
All right, let's do that then. So it was 29. Um, the total revenue. Where was that?
And also make sure the label of the title, the heading, are somewhat of a uniform look as well, size wise. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so like the size of these.
I mean the size of the title of the card, like total revenue or
Oh,
total units sold, for example.
yeah, that's what I was trying to find. Well, I'm just going to do this first, like change all of
Mhm.
this and try to find the
Yeah,
title later.
yeah. It's actually the label one. The label there right now is heading 4 and size 12.
I think normal. Nope, not normal. Heading to.
You can also increase or decrease the size.
Oh, I,
You got it.
yep, that looks about. I could have just checked for this. It's at 8. Okay, you got it at 8. Um,
Yeah. We would
change.
try to aim for uniformity as much as we can, everywhere we can. Yeah. That's one of the
Page
goals. Yeah.
29. 29.
While Ralph is adjusting this, I would like to share some interesting information on how dashboard are done at big corporation. So usually at a big company, um, dashboards, data people, analytics people, machine learning people, they would have some sort of a unify standard framework for a company. For example, the company would expect all metrics to be in one decimal point. They expect all currency to be in, let's say, US dollar, or even more like the design standard. Company data with good data approach, data strategy approach would even determine like what are the theme color that they must use, how big a logo can be, how small a text can be. So just be ready when you go to industry that a lot of the company, especially the one that have mature data strategy, have would have um, really clearly defined standards for their dashboard and analytics products. I do notice this border here is a bit is overlapping with the box above. I wonder if we could adjust that so it look like it would fit a bit better. It can snap. Yeah, that looks great. Let's make it snap.
You just gotta change the average revenue per campaign.
Very good. Wow, look at that. It looks so much nicer now already. Um, we could perhaps adjust their length and width to be uniform as well after this. We have some empty space there, so
Yep.
we can try to make them fit. I would probably start with, making all the boxes the same size by using a number. Like let's say let's call all of them 20 pixel. And then we can make the last one a little bigger to fill the space, for example.
Let's
Yeah.
see.
So this will most likely be under shape. Yeah. Or the cards. It could be under cards as well.
Alignment, that's alignment. I know I just saw it.
Yeah, we just saw
Uh,
it, right? Oh,
yep,
here.
there it is.
Let's do
Uh,
like 200 for all everything, or maybe 250. I mean 180 for everything, maybe. And then from there we will see.
I think this is the biggest one, so I think 200 sounds 150, 147 by 200 for now.
Okay.
47, 200. I think a little bit more taller as well. So what is that?
Yeah, make sure it's snap.
148.
Yeah. Okay. Just one more pixel. Looks good. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, look like 200 will work. We have enough space.
Yep, 200. Ooh, maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. We'll have to
Maybe
do
not.
180.
Let's see. Let's see.
180.
Yeah.
I could have also seen so 1267, 1267, and 150. So about 1050 divided by 6 is gonna be 160. Yep, 35. Yeah, about 158, 160 is when it will be right. So let's try 160. 160. Okay. So we still have space for one more box. So we got space for what, 160. So we can probably add 20 to each. So 180. Let's see.
You know, I just realized I've been talking this whole time. I'm like, go up, why you not responding to me? Don't be me. I've just learned I was on mute.
Let's see. Let's try 180.
Earlier, I was sharing insight about how this is done as large corporation, like
Yeah.
design standard. Did you get that part? Should
Yep.
I
I
repeat?
got that part.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe the mute part. What I was wanting to say was, one of the tricks is, of course, we always want to try to keep the cards and most of everything's uniform.
Mhm.
Uh, but it's okay for maybe for the last box to be a little bit bigger. We can fill it up, fill up the space. Yeah, I think it's okay for this last one to fill. Yeah, it's all good, no problem. I think one of the cards still needs to update the name.
Yep. 30. Let's see. 30. Oh. It was in. Look, there it is. Average revenue per day.
Awesome.
Yeah, right.
Maybe we can make the per day also capitalize each word if
Okay.
we really are trying to make this good. Okay. Um, okay. And then the word average is uh maybe we should add a dot at the end of average so they know that is just a short form of the word. Um, and then
All right.
awesome. I do want to touch on one more point here, just to
Mhm.
expand. And it is up to you to change, but to just to expand the discussion. The idea of a building dashboard is we are creating that layer for the
Yeah.
business to understand the data. So that's why in data world there's an idea of technical data field names
Uh-huh.
and business and customer name, or they can call it semantic name or business definition of the fields.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is, for example, we could label our fields in the data sets and in the database with underscore, and we can call them counts or some sort of a mathematical description. So it's easier for us to deal with. But when it gets to the end customer, we want to make it look as easy to consume as possible.
Yeah.
So, for example, count of store ID, that still sounds a little technical.
A
Uh,
number of stores.
exactly. You got it. You got it. Yeah. So the business customer would typically understand number of store better than count of store ID.
Let's see.
You
Average
got
revenue.
it. Okay. Yeah. That's already really, really good. Um, everything just looks better when it's uniform for some reason. Um, okay. And
Sorry, I
then
was
we
just
can
this was
border.
bugging me out a little bit. Yeah, adding the borders.
Yeah, I agree. I did have that at my list, like to add the border to all the filters and the table below. So let's do that.
Let's see. We wanted to in
Yeah, that is
blind.
because the style you choose is to have border everywhere, right?
Yeah.
So we will try to keep that style consistent. Um, one tip for someone new to building dashboard and design is sometimes if you border everything,
Yeah.
uh, and if you don't snap correctly, it might create like some areas the thickness of the bar look like it's thicker in other places. So
Uh-huh.
if you do border everywhere, I do recommend having a padding in between them. Um, but if not, make sure you snapped all the items and cards the right way so that when the border bars overlap, they don't look like they thicker in some places and thinner in some
Yeah.
other.
I see. I,
Yeah, like there's nothing wrong with it, but like we should aim for aesthetic where we
yeah.
can. Yeah. Okay.
All right. We got this. Now the only thing left is this guy.
Very nice.
Let's add a border for this. General effects. Moving border with 2 points. All right.
Okay. Nice. So a few more things with the filters. That's the next thing I would like to give some input. Is that we identified there was a few more things that would be interesting to the customer. to filter too.
Uh,
I think last time we talked about having a filter for stores
yeah.
and a filters for campaign at least. So maybe let's try at squeeze in maybe two more filter if we could.
Okay.
And that way we can still collapse the month. We can collapse months. So people can still scroll within the months section.
Okay. I'm just. How would we collapse it?
Maybe not collapsing, but if you just reduce the length of it, the height of it, it will let you scroll, let the
Okay.
user scroll. Yeah, to choose. So we can just make it a bit shorter on overall length.
Yeah. Max buttons we can do four. Oh, not 16.
I think 12 there is fine. It's just a, but I was just thinking maybe we can reduce the length so the user can start seeing. Yeah, there you go, a scroll bar. Yeah, awesome.
We can also just reduce the size of this a bit.
Yes, and a little bit on a UI notes here. So for months, usually I would use it so that maybe arrange the boxes of month
Mhm.
in squares so that they can select. They can maybe can see one, two, three on the same row, for example.
Okay. So let me find how to do that. Layout, movement, single row. Oh, uh, let's zoom map.
So the arrangement right now. What are the other options that we have?
Right now we have
Arrangement.
for the arrangement we have cards or table,
Yeah. Hmm. And under arrangement above, can we
have
try?
grid.
Grid? Yeah, this is good. I think this will be a little bit easier for user to use. Yeah, I like it.
But yeah, this one
It's
looks better.
better. But maybe we should not have more than three. We don't have we if user already scrolling. Let's just make sure they don't have to scroll in both direction. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I think the only way. Oh,
yeah. We can make the number of row a little bit higher, for example.
it's oh, this would just
Yeah. Okay, and then always make sure the months are sorted the way we want them after this.
okay. And now we have this month layout cards. No,
That's also really clean. Yeah, I
yeah,
like it.
yeah.
We
I'm
just
just
gotta make
happy
sure.
with.
Mm,
All right, I like that.
okay, you like that? All right. Yeah, let's just make sure the months are ordered correctly. So 1 to 12. Um, Normally people read from left to right, right?
Yeah.
Right now it's going 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8.
Mm, I'm trying to see if there's a way to fix that.
Mm. So if you would check under general, you will might be able to see if you can change the orientation.
Oh wait, under
So
general.
under general, we can check um, under advanced option, perhaps you can check.
Advanced option.
Mm,
Nah,
okay.
it's, I don't think that did anything. Mm,
Is there an option for orientation here?
orientation. Foods, water, details, and visual. Not that I see of.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Normally, like on my hand, I see there is orientation. Let me see. Is there a style button under the format button? So under format, go to visual. Is there a button that says style
Hub button.
button?
Form. Let's see. Not in here.
Okay, not there.
Properties.
Maybe under position.
Oh, under position. Um, let's see. I know position was here.
Ah, okay. I don't see it.
Yeah,
Interesting. That's okay.
yeah,
Maybe there are differences between the version of Power BI.
yeah,
Yeah, but I think what we have now looks good.
yep.
Let's just assume that's good. Now let's try to squeeze in maybe two, one or two more filters here to help with the user.
All right. Let's see.
I think the leaders will also be curious to see per store or at least per region.
Yeah.
We can try per region.
So like north, south, east, west.
Yeah,
Let's see. Do you think just we can just do this?
you
That
would like
will.
to add the filters there?
Yeah, like one filter will be here and the other will be here.
I would probably not advise that. Yeah, I would advise against that. So the filter should be a one section on the left. Yeah, that's all good. I think let's try to squeeze one more in. I think the region will be important.
All right. Let's see. We can. Where was it? States. States processed. Region. Filters on this page. Okay. Now I'm confused. What
Uh-huh.
is?
Oh, okay. So you are right now you're in the filter section and you pre-selected one of the charts. So this what it does is really just filtering down a single chart. Actually, what we want to do now is not in this filtering tab, but by creating a new um, item, a new asset here, which is a slicer. So under those the Q icons list there, yeah, let's find a slicer. So under visualizations right now on the right hand side, not this one, the one on the left. Yes. So under this, you find there will be filter um, in the list of the icons. So the section where you will pick charts.
Pick charts. Yeah.
No, not here. On the right hand side. On the right hand side.
Oh, here.
Yeah, here. So we can find something called slicer.
Oh, button slice.
Yeah. If you don't want to create the formatting, you can also duplicate the slicer above and
Yeah,
change
that's
the
what I was thinking. Let's see.
but I
Mm,
just wanted to show you where would get started there. Yeah, we can copy
okay.
visual and then just need to change the data that is querying.
So category we will have. Where did it go? Region. Why are you? Why are you bugging? Oh my lord! I love Microsoft apps. Said said no one ever.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Awesome. You love it too much.
Yeah, I love it too much.
Awesome. I really liking what we're seeing here. I think next thing is to also adjust the name of the title and the labeling in the first bar chart. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, sum of revenue, sum of total revenue by store.
So right now, one of the thing we did last time was we did make these charts to be to show information by two dimension of information, right? Meaning it's showing both information by region and also by store.
Yeah,
Store is represented by color, but region is represented by the height of the column. So by that I mean the sum of the store. I would change that to just say total revenue. And if we do have a currency, then we can say currency, but we don't have that here. So
total,
yeah, in
total
general,
revenue.
we don't want to see sum of anything.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
total
more of a
revenue.
technical
Yeah,
name. Yeah, and I also don't think we need to say by store because technically it is by both store and region. But that's the user can decide that.
total revenue. I want to change the name of the title. Let's say it's a general title. Total revenue by store. Honestly, since I'm thinking since store ID does not have a lot of impact, I would just take it out because all of them have similar revenue for each store.
Oh, I think it's worth it to show the number right now is simulated, so that's why it looks like that.
Yeah,
Uh, but the user, let's just imagine the number are different. They can clearly see in which store contributed how much
Yeah.
uh, in each of the region. So I think it's a very worth it thing to keep. Okay, so next thing I want to show is color color palettes.
Yeah.
So right now, so far, the color looks decent, but I think we can try play around with it to find something even better. Um,
Okay. Let's see. The-
so let me show you a trick that I usually use. So normally, at big company, there are only certain color that you could use.
Yeah.
Um, but here you have full control. So I would normally go to one of my favorite color picking websites to find something that you like. So let's see. Let me see if you can share. Okay, let me share with you a link and also with our user. Have you tried this tool before? Let me show. Okay. Okay. Could you try that? Go trying out that link there.
Um. Let's
I
see.
can send it to you in chat.
Okay.
There are many websites like this, but this is just one of the better one.
Let's see. Mm, Set start generator. All right, so we have the color palette.
So we can generate anything we want. Yeah, until something fit you. But you can also change, the saturation that you would expect, and also how many color you want. Um,
Yeah, so let me. How do I change it to 20? Let's find out.
so under the three dots, yeah, you got it. Yeah, you got it. So you can change uh, how many it will generate at once, for example,
Mm,
and then you can also pick a color.
okay, I'm trying to find the change the number. Adjust palette. What? So,
Yeah. So that's good. That's good. So right now, you can adjust the. Do you like this set? The set of color?
yeah, it's not bad, but it's only five colors. We need 20.
Right. Right. Exactly. And so now you would go to the button that looks like the table.
This one?
Yeah. They might lock it, but if you go to theme, for example,
Oh,
yeah. Let's see if you have a demo. Oh, look at that. You got it. Okay. Well, and they give you the hex number. So that's easy now, right? All we need to do is copy it in.
yeah.
Yeah. So normally I use theme for the qualitative differences. So it's like store differences, difference between region.
Yeah.
Okay. But for example, if we are showing progressiveness,
Uh-huh.
I would use something like shade. Um, and then there it would allow you to go from light to dark.
Yep.
Example, and there are many tools like this. You don't have to use this exact one. I just give you an example of a popular one.
Okay. Yeah, I think this one's the one on the right's pretty cool, but there's
But
not a lot of colors.
right, but it's temperature, so that means they needs to show somewhat of progressive relationships between a number.
Yeah.
If we think about it, total revenue, maybe that will work. But in general, like for example, the first chart, it depends on the chart.
Yeah.
Like the thing that you're coloring, what kind of category are they? Are they progressive or are they categorical? Like the number of stores, separate region, that will be categorical. You don't want them to be like um to mislead it. Oh,
I'm
something sound an engine.
just trying to find colors for this to where to change that.
Ah, yes. So here we gotta change it by series. So technically we are gonna change it in the y-axis. So let's check under visuals. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. So the values is good.
They got so many buttons.
Yes, even people who uses a lot day to day usually get lost, and sometimes we do have to look up documentation to find where it's stored.
Yeah, this is not fun. I'll just look it up.
Yeah, look up the
Format data colors. Okay. Format. What format? Data format.
It probably will be under visuals. So anything color wise will be under visuals. So the sub region, the sub tab visuals of this, yeah. And then you see under data,
Under data, a data labels or
uh, it's moving a bit fast. It's okay. Uh,
that is so weird.
is there a data?
Click the paint ruler icon.
Yeah, you are in there.
Yeah, I mean,
I think they are the information that they have is a bit outdated.
yeah.
But that's okay. So up top, if you go,
We could have just searched.
we can change under theme as well. Let's see if we can find theme. Theme probably not in here. It will be one of the tab up top in the menu bar. Perhaps under there should be a theme here. I don't see theme. Oh, there you go.
Uh,
Okay, yeah, theme. We will expand this and we will create a theme, or just play around with these first. Let's see if you like them.
let's see. Team. Oh my lord. No,
Yeah.
don't
So
think
these are
so.
like pre-made themes that we could
Yeah,
use. So
let's see.
that's not bad. Maybe
That's not.
we can do better.
Ooh, maybe not.
Yeah.
Oh hell no. Maybe this. Not, not really.
I have a feeling you might like this. Is that true? No. Let's pick something else.
It is pretty good, but not really for our use case.
Yeah. Well, up to us. Up to us. Up to you.
Let me just browse for. No, what is this?
Well, if we don't have anything saved, then we can't browse for it. But we can download theme from Power BI itself, like here, or we can also create our own theme.
Yeah, creating team is probably not. No, I'm not that creative for it.
Yeah. When you create a theme, it really just asks you to assign color.
Uh,
But maybe the one you pick is pretty good. Well, the point I was trying to get across is
yeah, we can change it. We can have our own team.
we can change color, we can change theme, and we
uh,
can pick color ourselves using a tool like color picking. Um, and most company have a theme that you have to follow.
yeah,
Those are the point I want to get across. And also the point that is, depending on what type of information you try to display, you want to do color that are progressive or color that are different from each other.
Yeah. Um, I know Tableau has this thing where you can assign a color to different things. So, such as I could have assigned different colors for different regions, and I
Yeah.
could have changed the color. So, like, there could have been different shades of red for west, different shades of blue for south, different shades of green for north, and different shades of yellow for east.
Yeah. So in Power BI, it does allow you to do it. It just very under a few menus. I gotta say, Tableau, you're right. It's a little bit easier to visualize.
Yeah,
It's a very intuitive interface. I would say Power BI is less intuitive, but it's organized. But then it's too hard to find. Okay, let's say that is what we have. I think it looks pretty good. I think that is like leaders worthy. You can show this to some business leader, and this is I would consider good enough.
yeah. I'll stop messing around. Sorry. One last try.
No, I love it. No, 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 please, please, please do. That's the main part of it. We want to have fun with this. But I think
Yeah,
overall outline and frame and functionality, everything that we usually look for. Now,
yeah,
be ready for any dashboard, any building experience. Be ready for one thing is after you build a beautiful dashboard, the most important thing is to go show it to the leader. So
yeah.
I just want to touch on this last point before we end our call and our session today.
Mhm.
That is the dashboard is like a means to it's like a way to get your point across.
Yeah,
And the leaders they will have certain let's say they might be even very objective, right? But they always will have a certain narrative in mind.
mhm.
There will be metrics that they really want to focus on, and there are metrics that maybe should be kept for other second, third pages.
Yeah,
By that I means when you finish building a dashboard in any way, it is a data analyst view.
yeah,
After you build it, you show it to the business leader. They will give you feedback. Um, but as a business analyst or data analyst building dashboard, you when you first show them first draft, a good way to get good impressions is to have it to be a certain level of professionalism. Like right now, I would say it is a good first draft
yeah,
to show the business leader. I wouldn't say that is ready for production.
yeah,
Yeah, but what that means is like frame wise, structure wise, this is good for production. But the next step is to get the business information that the leaders really want to show.
yeah.
Perhaps they will give you requests on certain data charts that they want to use and other metrics that they want to highlight. And so be nimble, be flexible, adaptive to whatever the leaders want, and be ready to make recommendation. Sometimes they will be like, "Oh, this is the metric I want to show. Which chart do you recommend me use for us to use?" Be ready for those scenarios.
Sounds good. Yeah, yeah. I think it's at a pretty good spot. Yeah, that's what one of my not one of my questions, but one of the things I was thinking was of like this would need a lot of because we can do a lot more with our data. We can show a lot more information with our data, but also we can show a lot of information. We can show enough information for it to not be comprehensible in one dashboard. So we need to understand what the business needs for us to implement the right charts in the right dashboard. Because if they are wanting to see what they if this is for a regional manager, then they don't care about certain things. They care about what how their region is doing, and not
You
how
are right. Mhm.
um, not how something like, I don't know. They wouldn't want to see all of this. They would want to see their particular region stuff.
Right. I think you brought up a really good point, and that is one of the thing is not covered in this series yet. That is data governance and security.
Yeah,
So in a lot of these data products, when it go to production, IT always expect a certain level of security. Only people's and a general idea is you only are allowed to access the data that you need.
yeah,
That's the general principle. So, like you said, leaders from the West can only see data from the West. That's the general idea,
yeah,
and that require us to build security groups and assign it to the right people,
yep,
so that when they sign in, they can only see what they are allowed to see.
yep,
And maintaining that, that is like an entirely separate series.
yep.
It can be really it's actually really easy to do,
Hmm.
uh, but just to discuss all scenarios and risk a company, it would take more time. So just give our user, our viewer, a high level view is that this is the beginning. So everything we've done from one episode 1 to 5 to now is what each business analyst or data analyst are expected to do when they ask to start a project. And the timeline, I would say, to build this episode 1 to episode 5, think about a week max. This is
Yeah,
what I call like preparation work. That is just to get things going. After that, you have to worry about enhancing for business needs and ensuring data security and data security concepts. Um, and then also making sure that when it goes into production, it is easy to use and people can open it at all times. All that meaning uh, maintenance of the dashboard, and also data quality control is very important. Um, when you create a dashboard, the data is not static. The information will keep flowing in from CRM, from sales, from SAP system, from Oracle system. And guess what? Those system they break, and when they break, your chart will show no data, and the leaders will freak out. The store manager will freak out, and all the business colleagues will freak out, and they will call you,
yeah.
and you better be there ready to fix it. Yeah. So just an overview. That is a really great start and a must-have skill for every professionals in the data world. So at this stage, I want to hear Gaurav, what you think and anything you want like to share as we wrap up this episode as well as this series.
I think coming from someone who has worked on a couple of dashboard projects is this: we need to think about not only how beautiful the dashboard looks. The dashboard does not need to look beautiful. It does not need to have images of cars or anything in it. It needs to provide value. If I'm a business leader, I would want to see. I'm trying to open this for 10 to 30 seconds a day, see three things, see where I need my focus off for the day, for the meeting, close the dashboard. If there's if I make it very complicated, it's not comprehensible by the stakeholders, then there's no use of making a dashboard. They can just make an SQL query and just search it up themselves.
Yeah, that's a good point. Most business people will probably not write SQL.
Yeah.
But you're right. Whatever you build is only worth it until it's utilized.
Yep.
And um, getting people to use your products, your data products, is is the most challenging part.
Yeah.
Because after you build everything with your leader, then your team gotta go advertise that
Yeah.
to everyone to use. Yeah, and they only use it if they find value in it. In the end, and the value could come from business insight or user interface, but mainly business insight in this
Yeah.
case, right? So yeah, you hit it on round the head. Is that's right? I agree.
Yeah. I had a question for you. As we are approaching the end of series, um, do you have any advice for young freshers like me on how to be resilient and how to stay ahead of the game? Because um, there's, as we know, the data market is very saturated. How do you recommend we work on our skills? And now that like me, I have made a dashboard now. How do I communicate this to stakeholders, or how do I make sure I show people that my skills go beyond just the data analysis? I'm also able to communicate. I'm also able to ask questions, ask meaningful questions, and understand the business to make a make the right dashboard or make a
Yeah,
meaningful dashboard.
well, that's a great question. There's actually multiple questions embedded.
Yeah.
So I will cater these answers, all these answer specifically for fresher, like you have asked. So for fresher, number one thing is how to stay ahead of the game and be competitive, stand out, right? I
Hmm.
think looking at it as a game is a good way
Yeah.
because if you want to be good at a game, you gotta do you gotta play the game.
Yeah.
You cannot be good just standing outside or just watch it or observe. It's just the first step. And in my opinion, when you go to class, all the fresher maybe they came from boot camp from uh, program from university. I would say all that you have learned, even if you did projects, all that's still observing.
Uh-huh.
And it's like when you go play soccer, you are training, you're doing your daily practices, but you're not on the pitch yet. You're not on the field. Real experience come from the fields, and it doesn't need to be a big game, but you got to play the game often
Yeah.
and think of it as a game. It's really is kind of fun if you think about it. You're playing with colors here, you're building blocks.
Yeah.
I try to look at it like it's kind of like a game. This is kind of fun. And if you think about it, most games you look at dashboards anyway, and games are just really you consuming data, you make decision. You get to create your own game here with a tool like Power BI or Tableau, or even as simple as Excel. You are
Yeah.
the game creator, just like Minecraft. These are the building blocks. These are the color. You get to decide. So maybe changing the mindset there to encourage to play every day and play often. And like when you play a good game, you want to post on social media, right? I
Yeah.
think this leads to the next question that you say, what do you do after it?
Hmm.
Well, after you play, you better, take a photo of it or take a video of your awesome shots, right?
Yeah.
And awesome goal or tackle, and you post it on social media. In this case, for fresher, that will be like making sure you post this on your LinkedIn, your uh, GitHub, your personal website, so you can stand out.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we do have a series coming up to work on personal portfolio. Gaurav, are you down to
Yes,
work on
sir.
this? Awesome. I love that spirit. So, after you build this, the main idea is that you want to make a video, just an idea, okay? Make a video of you narrating what you did. Keep it short, post it on your personal portfolio. Make sure you link the dashboard. So make that your so that the employer that you're applying to see it. Make sure they see it. This speak way louder than any resume, and it speak much louder than anything you can say on an interview.
Yep.
An interview, what if you show them this video or you pull this dashboard up right there? I'll be 10 times more impressed than you say you got an A in data visualization class. That's cool.
Yep.
Even at master program degree level. I don't care until I see what you built.
Yes, sir. Thank you
Um,
so much.
yeah, so those are the two things. And then the last question you had was, how do you know what to build and make it a meaningful dashboard? The only way to know is to ask.
Yep.
You don't really know. You will have intuition that you will build after a while. And all that intuition, to be honest, is just to get you here to this step, episode 1 to episode 5, as quickly as possible in a week or less. And
Yep.
that your final draft, I say draft, final draft, meaning the first draft that you show to the business leader uh, is somewhat close to what they expect.
Yep.
So that's what intuition will help you reduce that gap between that first draft and and what they expect. That's all. After that is all about talking with them and working with your business stakeholder to build something actually meaningful.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for that advice.
Of course. Yeah. So that was a really, really good question. Thank you, Gaurav. Three answers for three questions.
Sir.
Awesome. All right. So we are going up to 1 hour and 30 minutes here. I just want to say thank you, Gaurav, for your time, being a great sport and a great learner uh, in this project. You have done amazing. Kudos to you and all the best of luck in your job search. I hope this experience was valuable to you. And to all of our viewers, thank you for joining us in this first series. This is our first ever. And yeah, we'll be back with more valuable content. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, sir. Bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you.